What's going on, guys? Wanted to film a little short YouTube video here while I'm on a walk, and I want to talk about the resistance that you face while you're trying to, grow your online business. It's something that we all deal with, right? And it's these doubts, these fears, concerns, anxiety, stress that we deal with when we're trying to build an agency or any freaking business for that matter. A lot of people that post online about their business journey make it seem way too good to be true and way too easy and simple, and that's how you guys get lured in. And I always talk about how with my business model right now, I'm working so little, right? But like today, I've had like a freaking 12-hour day. It's about like 7:30 at night, got up at 6 and I got after it. And so I've had a long ass day, and honestly, guys, the last thing that I want to do right now is go on a walk and film this YouTube video. But that's the difference between people that are not successful and people who are successful, is the fact that I told myself I was going to do this. I told myself I would be right here today on Monday and film a YouTube video. And a lot of people would have not done it because they're tired and they let their emotions get in the way. But one of the principles I follow is that you have to stick to your word no matter what. Because if you can't stick to your own word, how do you expect clients to believe you, right? With your claims and your offer and your guarantee and everything like that. So, I love making these videos for you guys, documenting my journey, talking about the funnels I use. And, I was on a call today with one of my one-on-one clients, and he was just telling me, bro, I've been facing a lot of resistance recently, right? I've been, my DMs aren't working. The ads that I'm running for my clients suck. And this is so important for you to understand. I don't care what funnel you're using. I don't care what acquisition channel, whatever you're doing, problems will come up. And it's your ability to solve those problems that will determine the level of entrepreneur that you are, right? And so I talked to him and I told him, look, when I was starting my business, I ran into these problems as well. But I decided that I wasn't going to let just some silly little problem, like I'm not hitting my DM KPI, or my VSL isn't booking, or my clients' ads aren't working, stop me from becoming successful. I figured out a way to solve it. All right, phone died, so we had to switch up the scenery. We're back in the car, like the previous video. But I want to stop skipping around the bush, right? And I want to talk about like this idea of quitting and how this helped me stick through these rough patches of problems coming up. And this was the only way that I would do this because I stuck to my word, right? My whole entire life, I have been a quitter, and it sucks. Growing up, I played basketball. I played travel basketball, AAU, on my school teams, you name it, I played it. And I was always the smallest guy, right? I hit my growth spurt super late. I don't know how tall I am right now. I'm like about 5'10". But I'm not even kidding you. I was always the shortest freaking kid on the team in the school. Like, I was tiny up until like junior year of high school. I finally started growing. And so I had this huge insecurity that held me down, and like had this little voice in the back of my head that just told me I'm inferior, right? To everybody else, I'm like a sore thumb. Like I just stood out. I was different. I was freaking unique. I was short. I was little. I was insecure. And so that related to me quitting basketball going into my sophomore year of high school, even though I've been playing my whole life. And my family didn't really like it. Kind of looked like a disappointment to them. And besides that, I mean, I've quit little stuff along the way, but the second biggest one ever was school. I dropped out of college, right? And so that's the second biggest event that I ever quit, was school. And I told myself that I would do this, that I would stick with the agency, and this won't be the next thing that I quit. Because imagine I quit online business because it started to feel hard. The same way school started to feel hard, like it sucked. And the same way basketball started to feel hard because I was the shortest one. Do you see, like, this? I had to break this pattern in my life. And every time that you face resistance in your business, It is the old identity of you that is dragging you down and wanting you not to evolve and shed your skin and jump into the new version of you. And that's what I did. I jumped into the new version of Christian, and I swear on everything that who I am today is a completely different person. The way that I carry myself, the way that I speak. I have a TikTok page, super random. I have a TikTok page where I remember going down the other day and seeing my very first video on that page was a video talking about how I was going to start an agency. And it was 2021, I think, 2021 I made it, maybe early 2022. And it's so funny to look back at that now, just completely side tangent, right? But you get the idea. I had all these insecurities, I had all these fears and quitting dragging me down, and that's the reason that I promised to myself and kept my word that I was not going to quit this next time around. If you have doubts and insecurities, I'll tell you, doubts, insecurities, fears, that shit doesn't go away, bro. I still have doubts. My mentor making 200K a month, my friends making 50, 100K a month, they still doubt themselves. They still ask themselves, what am I even doing? Right? You might be, dropping out of college. Your agency's at 0. You see all your friends getting internships, and you're like, damn, dude, what am I doing with my life? You're at a family dinner. People ask you, what do? You don't even know what to say. Right? Like, that's the stuff people don't talk about. You have to go through the shit to become the type of person worthy of success. I will drill that into your guys' head, because the whole purpose of this channel, the whole reason I make these videos, again, even when I don't feel like making this one, is because I'm here to serve an old version of myself. The 18, 19, 20-year-old me, that had no idea what he was doing, that kept eating shit, and eventually got to the other side, right? And so, again, that's why I'm making these videos. That's why I run the consulting business that I run right now. To help people in that exact same situation that are trying to scale an agency, right? And if you don't have any clients, you just continue consuming my videos. I promise I'll put more time and attention into them. But as you guys know, I had a freaking 13-hour day, and I still did the shit that I had to do, even when I didn't feel like doing it. So let that be the lesson of this video, right? Do the stuff that you don't want to do, whether it's outreach, whether it's content, whether it's delivery, whatever it is, whether it's hiring a mentor to actually know what to do to get to the next level faster than if you just spent your time and did it in 3 years. Do the shit that you don't want to do, and you will be successful. And the resistance that you're facing is normal. And every single person that has gone through it and has seen the other side and has the cars and has the lifestyle and bought their mom a house, done all these things, has gone through this shit. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Hope you got something out of this one. Let me know down below, and I'll see you in the next one.